Hello and welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Trails into Reverie. We are still in the Reverie corridor because we still have one more
reminiscence activated.
daydream to go through. I'm not sure yet what I will do after this daydream. Hopefully this daydream doesn't take too long. Oh, wait for me, wow. Oh dear, this is why I told you not to run. Master, come quick.
Oh, what's all the fuss? Oh, you poor thing, you've grazed your knee.
It hurts, Mommy! Make it go away with your magic!
Mommy knows just the spell for this. Pain, go away.
Oh, is this Emma's mom?
That's not magic, Master.
Oh, maybe not, but it works just like it. Pain, go away.
You're silly, Mommy!
And once more for good measure, go away.
I spent my early years in an ordinary town. My mother was from a remote region, but moved there after marrying my father. And although he died not long after I was born, my mother chose to remain there, and we lived as a happy family of two. Of course, given my tender age, I understood little of the situation. I had no way of knowing where my mother was born either. All I ever concerned myself with was the two of us, and the elder cousin, who came to play every so often. They were my world. Yet, as with all the halcyon days, they were not destined to last. What did you just say? I said that Isola won't be coming back again. She's gone somewhere far, far away, too far for any of us to go and pick her up. It can be true. Mommy would never just leave me, she wouldn't. I won't tell you not to cry, but considering that her blood flows within you, you have a right to choose the life you want to lead. Come with me to your mother's home in the village of Erin. Oh, that's Rosalia. Meet your familiar. She's going to be family to you from now on. Give her name, Emma. Oh, what a pretty black kitty. Name? What about Celine? Suit me well enough. Nice to meet you, Emma. You're going to become a first-rate witch with me at your side. I won't accept anything less. Hey, nice to meet you too, Celine. I'm gonna be just like Mommy one day. You'll see. Even Griano seems to be celebrating. It's been a long time since I last saw Emma this happy. Now we can breathe easier, if only a little. Agreed, it's up to us to watch over her now. Look at Vida, my grandmother, and even Selena at my side now. So it wouldn't be fair for me to complain about being lonely. Vida's gone? Rihanna's too? And he didn't even try to stop her? That foolish girl, what was she thinking, throwing her lot in with society full of things? I could have seen the signs earlier, how could I have been so blind? I'm always like this, always failing to notice what matters until it's too late. Just forget about her, Emma. She has nothing to do with us anymore. You need to think about... Emma! Damn it, Rose, you idiot. Why did everyone leave me all alone? Why? First Mom, then Vida. I wish I was stronger. I wish I was strong enough to fight the urge to cry. You're not alone, Emma. You're now ready to handle the truth. So awaken, my darling daughter. What? What truth? Oh, a dream? I remember now. I was cleaning grandmother's room and then... I haven't had a dream in quite a while. The one where I have to relieve Vida and my mother leaving me all over again. But I don't remember the dream ever ending that way before. Is this what I think it is? Wishes of a Witch. After the war ended, I traveled across the land with Celine as a wandering witch. We spent several months ensuring that all the spirit veins had returned to normal in the wake of a great twilight. And partway through our mission, we returned to Erin to report on our progress, but little they would expect that we would find there. I hope you have a very good explanation for this. You never told me that my mother had another diary. Don't expect me to back you up here, Rose. Emma's got every right to be annoyed. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. You haven't been in Erin for quite some time and you must be tired. How about I make some of my grandmother? I wasn't trying to hide it from you as such. It's just that it's no ordinary diary, so I put it out of the way where you wouldn't find. In other words, you hid it from me. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I swear you were a paleontologist with all the skeletons in your closet, woman. I couldn't agree more. Vita? The Azure Abyss. Vita? Hello, you two. What are you doing here? You've been missing since the war ended. Exactly, then you just pop in like it's the most natural thing in the world? Well, I wasn't expecting Faye to join me here either. Care to explain how a diary my master wrote during her travels ended up here? We were told that her death was an accident in an unknown location. What are you keeping from us? Very well, I can see there's no getting out of this. This all began 2.5 years ago, not long after you left the village for the academy, Emma. One day an owl appeared, parcel in tow. Opening it, I found a diary and a brief message saying to give it to you when the time is right. Wait. Witches in the Middle Ages used to communicate using owls, and Isolde's familiar was a white owl to boot. Indeed, though hers was not the owl that came to me, I can only assume she gave those items to it just before her passing. Evidently, there was more to her final journey than she told any of us, because it seems that the pages of that diary will only come to bear the truth when you take it into a specific location. That explains why most of the pages are blank. Couldn't be a bit more precise? A specific place doesn't help us much. I would if I could. I know a little more about all of this than you do. Still, now that I've told you this much, can you honestly say that you wouldn't have become preoccupied with this if you had found out just before banishing the Twilight? Well, alright, I'll spare you my wrath this time. Still, I cannot believe we happened upon this the moment the Twilight ended. Oh, I'm sure that was no coincidence. I imagine she influenced the laws of casuality with her magic so that you would find it when you were ready. She really did go a lot of work here, but I would expect no less from the witch of respect of all others. Hey, I'm right here, you know. So if I can read this, I can finally find out more about my mother. If we can find where she's supposed to take it at least, this is gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack. Allow me to save you the trouble. Oh, what? Zeit? A wolf? Zeit, long time no see, my comrade. Several hundred years, I believe. I was not aware that you regressed so much physically. Did you have to bring that up? Wait, if you've known our grandmother for that long, then you must be the divine wolf who once watched over the Septarian of Crossbell. What? Things seem to have been unsettled in Crossbell ever since the war ended. Does that relate to why you are outside of it at all? Indeed, that is one reason I have been traveling around the continent. While on my journey, I happened to find something strange, something I thought you ought to be informed about. Such as, it so happens that a white ruin of some sort appeared in Osgiliath Basin not long ago, one that appears to be Neomyth's origin. What? Could that be what we're looking for? Perhaps the diary is responsible. Sounds like it's worth looking into either way. It does, although as much as I'm itching to go straight away, we don't know what might be waiting for us there. Prepare ourselves before it's set off. I shall accompany you after letting the villagers know that I'm leaving. You haven't been here in some time, Vita. You should at least say hello to everyone. I suppose that wouldn't hurt. Once we made the rounds, we should head to the teleportation seeker at the village center. Oh, what? Okay.
It has been too long since I visited the witch's village.
Then we ought to be showing you around. There is much to see.
You come too, Vita. If only to say hello to everyone who's missed you.
No need to twist my arm. I sort of wanted to see if anything's changed.
Welcome to... Oh my! If it isn't Vita, welcome home, dear. Surprise! I thought I'd come by for a bit. I see you brought with you quite the guest. I doubt this is just a friendly visit though. Are you in the middle of something? Yes, I'm afraid we cannot stay here for long. We'll need to get moving soon. That being said, we're just here for some preparations. Erin is perfectly safe. Oh? Anyhow, since you were kind enough to pay us a visit, I cannot have you leaving empty-handed. Take this with you. Thank you, Olivier. This should come in handy. Think nothing of it, Rose. Taking care of you is all part of my job. Very well then, Emma. Celine, make sure to look after everybody, yes? I'm sure everything will be fine as long as you two are there, but it never hurts to be careful. Leave it to us. Shouldn't the duty of protecting the others befall on I, the eldest of this party? You should ask yourself that question, Rose. I believe you already know the answer. Okay, I'm just gonna cut this exploration short, because we don't have much time. Alright, we're almost
A
done.
fairy spring. I've seen a few like these in Crossbell.
I heard they installed a spa in the Uptown district. I'd certainly love to take a dip in this one, though.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's. I'm itching to see for myself how much you two have blossomed as grown women.
Grandmother, only creeps say that kind of thing.
Zeit is not joining? Even Celine joined.
Now this is living.
Okay, we are ready. Only the herbalists give us items. The rest, just talk, just tidbits. Ivory Shrine. Assuming we got everything we need, let's go. We use long-range teleportation magic to jump to the Osgiliath Basin, and this is what we found there. Oh, it does look like the shrine that we visited in Cold Steel 4. Well, this looks like the place. That must be where Isola hid the truth. I certainly can't imagine a new spirit shrine showing up right now to be a mere coincidence. Mom's diary is reacting to the shrine. Isola must have created it with her magic, but she really did plan for this place to appear as soon as the diary was found. An elaborate undertaking, to say the least, and so very in character for Isola. You have our thanks for telling us about this site. Not at all. It was no imposition. The rest is in your capable hands. I know little about what is happening, but I wish you well. Now I shall take my leave. No, join us! He's changed, that one. I never would have pictured him helping others more than absolutely necessary. For a holy beast, he seems awfully devoted to liberating Crossbell. He and his people have been to Gehenna and back, by all accounts. I expect as much after all that. Well, Emma, haven't your nerve? Of course, we're going inside. I can't pass up an opportunity to finally learn about what happened to my mother, no matter how solemn the truth might be. Oh, honestly. I've never met this Isola person you're all talking about, so I don't have as much of a stake in this as you do. But I'm your guardian, Emma. We'll stay this through to the end together. Thank you, Celine. Naturally, I'll be along for the ride. It was only because of Isola that I first left the village and came to learn more about the world. So I want to see this through too. I'll be coming as well, both to watch over the two of you and because I'm Isola's foster mother. Ivory Shrine. God damn it, I was hoping this was gonna be a quick daydream. The mana inside seems completely unlike the mana in the shrines that appeared during the wars, perhaps owing to Isola having created it with her own mana. The fact that this shrine still stands a decade after her passing is a testament to her greatness. Indeed, she was always more adept at using mana than most. Well, shall we get started? Are you ready, Emma? I am. Let's be off. Sometimes shrine is short though.
The structure appears to be simple enough.
Yeah.
Simple, yes, but it is a proper spirit shrine. We'll have to approach it as such.
Of course.
Hmm? A white feather? Steel yourselves, everyone. We're under attack. It would appear there is a trial before us. Ready yourself, Emma. I was born ready. Piece of cake. Here. More words have appeared. The contents were designed to reveal themselves as we overcome trials, it would seem. So, what's it say? It's a diary entry that's dated 11 years ago. Something stirs. Something dark and unfathomable, omnipresent in Erebonia's long history. At times, I can sense it in the mana that fills the Empire. None of the stray witches I've consulted can feel it, but I know it can't be my imagination. So for the sake of my grandmother and all the others in the village who saw me off, and so that my daughter, pupil, and I can all keep living happily together, I resolved to look into the matter first by venturing to the Spirit Bane's land. This is from before Mom set off on her final journey. She discerned the existence of Ismaelga curse before anyone. It's my pupil for you, and the most capable wandering witch of them all. Whatever the case, it seems we still have ways to go to the heart of the shrine, assuming there's another trial awaiting us. There may very well be new information as well. Let's keep at it, shall we? You're right.
That was perfect.
Perfect. We find ourselves in another open locale, so presumably... Indeed, I expect this trial's challenge to eclipse that of the prior. We had best not let our guards down. The more time I spend investigating Legends of Old, the more confident I become in my theory, which concerned the Great One that came to be from our ancestors' conflict. I was convinced that the ominous blight lurking in the Empire was that very Great One. We witches are not evolved, which makes the gnomes the most likely culprits. Can't even imagine the devastation that would result from a collision between the Hexen clan and the gnomes. I've been hesitant to tell grandmother about all of this as a result. Neither do I want to trouble my daughter or my pupil, and so I shall resolve this matter on my own. Lately, however, I feel as though I'm being watched. Perhaps someone has learned of my intentions. I say let them come. I'll gladly be the bait if it leads to information on the gnomes. Oh, that silly girl. If only she had more of a penchant for troubling us. This sheds a whole new light on something she once inquired. She asked one day what I knew about the gnomes. I hadn't the answer to her question at the time. Looking back, this is what led me to look into the black records and the rivalries. The pieces are finally falling to place. She went up against the gnomes alone, and the real cause of her death was... I fear as much myself, but surely all will be revealed when we feel the last pages. Then let us press on. Another open area, which brings us to our next trial. How many trials do we have to? Oh, Jesus. We must be especially prudent. All information I found on the rivalries and the Gnome's Trail has been erased now. The silver lining, I was able to learn the identity of my pursuer, Juan Albrecht, chief of the Gnomes. By the sounds of it, he is currently conducting biological research as an executive of some abominable cult. but I've learned that Albrecht's true form is an astral body that lives as a parasite in the gnome's descendants. No matter how many times his body is destroyed, he can revive in the body of one of his relatives. But if I do not defeat him now, though this world will be engulfed in a war before the seeds of hope can even blossom, I have only one choice. Oh my goodness, you fought them. She must have tried confronting Albrecht face to face. I can imagine how that worked out. The Albrecht she described here is likely his previous incarnation. Given this diary entry's date of 11 years ago, that seems consistent with my own knowledge, which is to say the previous Albrecht and my mother both fell in the battle with one another 11 years ago. So is he the leader of DG Cult? It really stings to hear the truth, and yet, I can't help but feel happy to finally have closure. She realized something was wrong before anyone, and came within a hair of stopping it. Indeed, she was truly a remarkable person, but I would expect no less from your mother. I concur, and cannot help but feel encouragement from her discoveries. I underestimated just how deeply indebted to her I was. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Full as the diary may now be, we still hit further unexplored segment of the shrine. And I can sense a great deal of mana further within. Whatever is in there, it doesn't seem to be like the trials we faced up to this point. We best be careful. Oh my goodness.
This should be it right here. Are you good to keep going, Emma?
Yes. Whatever awaits, I won't run. I'll accept it.
And that's why I'm proud to call you my sister. All right, let's go.
This is like where Rean fought Crow in the rivalries. Well, this is as far as the shrine goes. This particular area feels a little strange. Something's coming. A white owl, could it be? Yes, this is its soul as familiar. I had thought it long gone from this world. It's like a memory brought vividly to the fore. Oh my goodness. What's happening? I can only assume this is our final trial. Feel yourself, these denizens of the underworld pose grave threat. What the? What the heck? That was close. That's the final trial done and dusted. I would say we passed with flying colors. It's resonating. So it seems. I sense there's a message for us. Let's hear it then.
Emma.
Mother?
You found me, didn't you, Emma? I am so proud of the exceptional witch you've no doubt become. I'll admit it may have been a little mean of me to test you like this, but I knew you would rise to the challenge.
Are we communicating with the past? No, that's not it.
It's a projection, created by her familiar's lingering thoughts.
I'm about to face the chief of the gnomes. I know this battle is destined to end in our mutual demise, but I must see it through. This I have learned by peering into the future. This very act is taboo. In doing so, I have meddled with the threads of fate. Yet I feel no regret in learning how my life ends. Because I know this will lead to a better future. Not just for my beloved daughter, but for all the Empire.
Damn.
None of this was any reason to willingly throw your life away. All I wanted was to have you there with me. We could have found a better future together. So why? Why did you have to?
I'm sure you're standing there raising your objections, wailing and cursing my choice. I am so so sorry for leaving you on your own, Emma. I won't ask you to forgive me. You have every right to hate me for what I did. But I want you to know that the days I spent with you were my greatest treasure. That's why I'll do anything to secure you a future where you can live unburdened, happy. I will fall with the chief and alter fate, so that those destined to one day face Ishmelga will have a fighting chance.
Damn.
I'm so sorry for asking so much of you, grandmother. Thank you for raising Emma into such a fine young woman. May you live a long, happy life after your mission is over.
Silly fool. I'll live enough for the both of us. That's a promise.
You must be there too, right, Vida? There's a lot that not even I can see about the road you have chosen. But you should know that everyone loves you more than you realize. So, rein in those reckless impulses, huh? I'll come back and haunt you if you make Emma cry too much.
Always with a sense of humor. I'll try, Master. I'd be a lousy excuse for a student if I didn't.
I'd also like to say something to Emma's new familiar.
What?
Celine.
Oh, she sees the future.
Me?
You'll have a lot to shoulder with all the trouble the girls will give you. Emma, grandmother, and Vida. Everyone I wanted to be there for, you'll be there in my stead. Knowing they have you gives me the strength and clarity I need to walk this solemn road. Thank you so much.
You've got it.
God damn.
Everything to me.
Finally, to my dear Emma. I had a good look at what the future has in store for you. You will throw yourself headlong into your studies, then leave the village to carry out your duties as a witch. You will find fulfillment and friends in the halcyon days of school life, affection overflowing. And despite many a worry along the way, you will become a fine witch, capable of saving the Empire from the great twilight. Oh, how I wish I could hear stories of your exploits, relishing in the emotion dancing in the light of your eyes. But I am content, simply knowing what a wonderful journey lies in wait for you.
Oh, Mother.
I am certain beyond doubt that you've no shortage of things you now hold dear, connections that can weather any storm. Always follow your heart, Emma. The world needs you and your power, but that you already know. I'll be rooting for you, now and forever. As much as I hate to leave you, it seems I'm out of time. So goodbye, everyone. I love you.
No. Thank you, Mother. I love you too.
Oh, it's gone. The spirit shrine is gone. I feel almost sad to see it disappear, but it successfully served its purpose. This is the best outcome for everyone. I suppose you're right. You're sure looking brighter, Emma. You think? If I am, it's because I finally have the resolve to follow my heart. Oh. This relates to what Isola said before she disappeared, I assume. Yes, she gave me just the encouragement I needed. When my current journey is over, I intend to leave the Empire. My wanderings will take me far beyond this land I have always known, across the entire continent. I want to protect it all. What? That's quite a lofty goal. Trust me, I know. But as we travel around and met people in all stripes in our fight and against the Great Twilight, I find myself thinking. Zemuria has faced all kinds of supernatural crises. The Aureole in Liberal, the Azure Tree in Crossbell, and plenty more on our home soil. Then there's the blazing demon, who supposedly came from a different world entirely. It all made me realize that there is so much I do not know about what lies beyond the Empire's borders. So much I could help with. So from now on, I don't want to live in the shadows of Ceremonian history. I want to see all of creation with my own 2 eyes. That sounds like a fine dream to me, one I can enthusiastically support. I remember being surprised at just how big the continent was when I joined the society. There's so much you can learn from wandering the world, and above all, it's fun to be free. Says the local orchard's poison apple. At this point, I think any further effort to obfuscate our existence from the world after the Great Twilight would be a waste. I'm also certain that you would never use magic for evil, unlike a certain other witch I could name. Still, if you left the Empire, that would mean I could no longer watch over you. Ultimately, I'm not sure if I can sign off on this with a clear conscience. That just sounds like you don't want to let her leave the nest. Don't worry about her so much, she'll be fine. I'll be with her wherever she goes. Shenanigans? I call shenanigans. Why do you get to be with her and I don't? I'm not planning to leave the Empire just yet, Grandmother. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. On that note, I think it's about time I depart. Emma, Celine, I look forward to seeing you both again one day. Oh, and Grandmother, do make sure you exercise from time to time, or you put on weight before you know it. Mind your own business, you brazen hussy. I hope I see you again soon too, Vita. Take care of yourself. I see she still doesn't know how to keep that mouth of hers shut. She does seem to have become more personable since I last saw her. Maybe the end of the Great Twilight signaled the start of something new for her. Perhaps so. It's not as though everything is suddenly back to how it used to be, but she did remind me of the old Vita today. As she did, sass and all. Well, shall we make our way back to Erin? I think we should. We haven't finished cleaning our room yet. Who knows what other secrets are waiting to be found in there. There aren't any, I swear, that I remember. That's the woman who was hiding a literal magic diary of life-changing importance. They say we tear the room apart. That was one long daydream. Crescent Blessing. But I feel bad only doing one daydream in one episode, so I don't think I have enough time to do the magical girl. Wait, let me think.
Wow! The city looks so tiny from so high up.
We've got a good view of the tower from here, too.
Meeting at the rooftops our signal to begin, right?
There's still some time until the operation begins if we need it. Or should we dive right in? Let's see how long does it take. Hopefully no longer than half an hour. (3 p.m. Ooh, we only have 2 hours, gangs.
It's time, Mr. Speaker.
Indeed. I must express my utmost gratitude to each of you for volunteering to go on this mission. I am unable to stand alongside you on the fighting front, but if I may be bold, I will still be fighting in my own way. Today we march for freedom, for peace, and for the future our families deserve. We have struggled on the battlefield, at the podium, in the press, on the vast reaches of the Orbal Net, and those struggles helped to earn us our signing ceremony mere days ago. Try they may to strip us of our victory, but the world has seen our strength before, and they shall soon see it again. They shall see that as long as the fires of hope burn within us, we will never yield, no matter the obstacle we face. We will now commence the final operation,
The Wings of Genesis.
Of Genesis. I pray for your success and safe return.
All Guardian Force members and support units, move out!
Yes, ma'am.
It begins.
This is what will finally put an end to the chaos that plagues Crossbell.
Right. And usher in a new dawn for Zemuria.
I wish we could have played a bigger part in the kickoff.
I agree, but it's important that details for each step stay on a need-to-know basis to prevent any information from leaking. Don't worry, your part's coming up, so just sit tight.
Ugh, sitting tight's about the hardest thing you could ask of us right now.
Good luck, Fran.
And adios. Please watch over them.
Oh, wow.
We're approaching the danger zone. No sign of enemies yet.
Officers, be ready for battle at a moment's notice.
Yes, sir!
Oh.
Enemy Sauber soldats in sight! Over 100 of them even!
Over 100?
Look at the size of them!
All right. Begin the offensive!
There are so many Sauber soldats.
But how? There weren't half as many at the signing ceremony.
They must have built more at the military factory. With our side this heavily outnumbered.
Oh! Look over there!
Ah, damn, ain't those...
It's the Dareflinger and Arc Royale!
All branch campus units ready!
All main
Sarah.
campus units also ready.
God damn, Instructor Mary.
Soldats,
Aren't you an art teacher?
Sir!
Oh my god, be safe, you guys. Oh, is that part of the plan? Is that part of the Wings of Genesis? Nine Volley.
Better steer her right, Jingo.
You know I will. Time to turn a profit.
We'll cover your blind spots.
In and out in a flash.
All right. Let's
Snowball.
get this going.
Jingo, Josette, Tobal.
There's another Bobcat, too! That's gotta be...
Don and Kyle, they're here.
I wouldn't celebrate yet.
Damn, those are the big ones.
Not more of them!
This isn't looking good.
Too bad for them we saw this coming.
want those?
Jaegers?
Society airships.
Society? Oh, stat trick included?
Not a moment too soon, I see.
I'm sure Duvali won't mind leaving this to us.
It's an honor to be able to fight at your side, killing Bear. Different as you seem now.
Like you're wants to talk. Now let's do this!
Gilbert.
Never fear, my friends! The king has arrived!
Who died and make you king, Gilbert?
Zeno, Leo, Ines and Inea. Credit to the idiot no one asked for, I guess.
Figures I'm not seeing Shirley, though.
Did you call everyone here, Vita?
Well, they wanted something to do, so I pulled rank and gave them something to do. I'm so glad I got Zephyr's contact information during the war as well.
When did you?
Pull rank, please. This woman is never without her surprises.
With this many on our side, we'll surely win. No, it'll take more than that.
I would bet soldats aren't all that are defending the tower. Look!
And when are we going in, gang? Damn.
Brace for impact!
Oh!
They mean business!
Brace yourselves! The second wave is coming!
Ada, no! Oh!
That looks like...
Oh! It's one of the... Cross... What is it called? Cross Ritter? Yo! Father Thomas.
Now this is what I call a good time.
We'll need to do Father Wazi proud on this one.
Father Thomas!
Looks like Vald and Scarlet made it after all.
That's the 5th Merkaba! Kevin and Reese are here!
Yeah. Wonder who the 3rd and 11th belong to.
We're pulling out all the stops here.
But I guess they don't get a model.
It's still not enough. We're buying time at best. It's not enough to win.
We're up against intelligence that transcends human limits. I doubt we've even seen all it's capable of.
Yeah, can't afford to miss a minute.
No!
The tide is slowly turning against us.
I know those soldats are strong, but this can't be.
We're little more than a colorful crew assembled at the last minute. Our foe has Elysium. It's likely parsing data from this battle and adapting in real time.
In an instant, it can use that information to work out where its next strike will hurt us most. Exactly. Just like the Supreme Leader. No!
That's what we're up against?
Is there no way for us to outsmart it?
Ask, and ye shall receive.
Oliver? Oh, Princess Claudia?
Prepare for teleportation.
Is that Princess Claudia's falcon?
Zio!
Joshua, look!
That white falcon must be...
The Courageous too?
But its engine got completely trashed.
Emma, Celine, we're teleporting aboard. Right. Got it.
I shall aid you.
Transporting all 40 of them. Maybe even 50.
Oh.
Is he truly the administrator? Surely there's one more guy. Oh, it's a camouflage. It's not the Courageous.
It's white now?
This is the White Wings.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, but I would never kid, my dearest Stealth.
It's full circle now. So they just land the White Wing. There's still... Oh no, there is Princess Claudia.
This secret weapon was engineered in Liberl after the war's end. A sister ship to the Courageous 2 that incorporates its data to better fight the crises of tomorrow. The high-speed cruiser, the Arcade 2.
I don't believe it.
Even Chloe's here to help now. What a thing to be keeping in your back pocket.
Damn. You really outdid yourself this time.
I must say, even I didn't foresee such an exciting development.
Huh. Would it have killed you to have dropped me a line, Chloe?
Check it out! The Zalvar Soldats look like they're scared stiff or something.
It's too fast.
We've defied Elysium's predictions. Now's our chance!
What is Joshua doing? Use arts, Joshua, Jesus.
Uh-oh, something big's coming.
Uh-oh.
No barrier's gonna protect us against that.
Now, Grandmother! I know. Now, come forth!
Father? Major General Bardius. General Vantik.
When did they coordinate bringing the Empire's most fearsome warriors?
Blessings of the blue curse and flame be upon you!
Blessing of the blue curse.
An enchantment!
Are they going to?
It's time they witnessed the roar of a lion. After the hell they incurred upon my homeland.
Go forth, my masters, and show your disciples and children that your skills have never dulled.
Nothing will ever dampen your fire, now will it?
And a show they'll have, where I would never have it otherwise.
God damn.
They repelled it!
What the hell did I just watch?
You and me both, Ash.
Its mana supply has decreased.
It's less protected at its base. Now's our chance!
Gaius!
Yeah!
Stigma. Activate.
Fire the main cannon!
Ooh, double stigma action.
Young ones! You must go forth! Not just to end this conflict, but to carve yourselves a new tomorrow!
Right! Wings take flight!
Uh-oh.
What's it doing here?
Rean!
What did it do? It missed?
Oh, what a show! I wasn't expecting them to unveil a new set of white wings for the occasion. All futile in the face of a super-intelligent AI, but I applaud their enthusiasm.
My, aren't you having a ball?
Oops! I wasn't expecting to be found. And why wouldn't I be? Have you any idea of how much data I've been able to gather, and still with plenty left to be divulged?
I understand you've been indulging yourself quite a bit backstage. But don't you think you've taken it a step too far this time?
Ha! The only difference between you and me is that you are having your fun with this conflict out in the open. Not to worry, however, I remain quite cognizant of my position as an Anguis. As I told Ren, I've shared my technical know-how, but the rest is out of my hands. My interest lies more in observing what he, as a product of a singularity, is capable of achieving. That is all.
I think you're vastly downplaying your role in this. So you'll be keeping mum about what you know? Not even a little hint on how all this came to be?
And the point of that would be? You'll know soon enough. With that, I bid you farewell. I suggest you not dawdle in making your exit as well.
What an irksome little man he is.
Two parties must be formed. Select which members go to which team. Lloyd, Rufus, and Nadia will be in Team A by default. However, while Rean, Lapis, and Swin will default to Team B. What the heck? Okay, let me think this through. For now, I'll do it like this. I can always reload if I don't like it. My only concern is whether or not I could still change the equipment in between teams. What a time for the Divine Knight to suddenly show up. How are you guys holding up? I'm okay, I think. Nadia? Where are you, Nadia? Rufus isn't here either. I don't see S. What a disaster this is. I'd rather we weren't separated from Lapis with how integral her role is in this. Oh, so the slash kind of separate them. It's as if it knew we were going to break through the barrier. Guess we didn't pull as much as fast one on Lucium as we thought we did. We made it though, everyone did. The others are just somewhere else inside the tower. Okay.
Elysium is here. That means the central terminal has to be somewhere up above. But...
I'm an idiot. Just how could I lose her?
Calm down, Swin. Oh, that's her brother.
I said I'd protect her for you, Ace. That I'd never leave her.
It's not the end of the world, Swin.
Don't be scared. The others are sure to be there with them. So your friends aren't alone. Rufus and me and all of us will be sure to take good care of you till we find them.
We know Rufus is capable enough on his own. But from what little I've seen, Nadia can hold her own just as well as he can. I'm sure you know that better than anyone with how long you've been together.
I know she can, but...
They must have already started moving. We can't be the ones to hold things up.
So let's go. To give us and every single person in this world a future, so we can share our days with those we love.
We'll pull through. As long as we're together in spirit, we always will.
Then what are we waiting for? I won't let any harm come to Nadia. I swore it.
And I need Rufus and Nadia with me to better fulfill my duties. I need all of you.
We couldn't quell this crisis without Lapis even if we wanted to. May we combine all our strengths to see she is well.
Rufus, we'll be leaning on you.
Sounds like our course is clear.
There's no telling what dangers lie in wait.
But there's no turning back now.
We have until 5 p.m. to shut this tower down.
We may come from across the continent and from all walks of life. But here we stand united for a single cause.
To move forward and get over this last barrier!
Right!
In a way.
Okay.
It's impressive that Project Babel required constructing this thing without a single person noticing.
From what I can tell, the barrel and the system behind the Divine Lightning was built in the local military factory.
Between its communications network and stealth capabilities, it will pose a threat if left unchecked.
Which is why we're checking it. We'll stop it. All of us. Together.
And we'll be doing that on the next episode. This has gone too long enough. Wow. What a long scene, but it's pretty cool though to see. Fortunately, we are separated. Thank God it's only 2 though. If it's 3, it will be annoying. Because in Trails of the Sky Third, it's 4. But 2 is fine. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, bye.